Hey there, Sorry here. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. My son was sick yesterday, so I wasn't able to get to any content yesterday. I was taking care of him, and you may hear it in my voice. He is now passed that on to me. It's just starting to take hold, but I figured I would try and get a couple of clears out to you guys today, because I was working on just some quick clears of the series boss battles. So I was going to go back and do the series boss battles with Esther. I've already done Kefka. I showed you guys that, how you can clear out Kefka in 5 turns. And now let's go do, in this video, we're going to do actually 2. We're going to do Chaotic Darkness and ExDeath, because you can basically take the same team and do basically the same rotation to kill each one of them and do them fairly quickly. So we're going to do both Chaotic Darkness and ExDeath in 4 turns each. All right, so we'll start with Chaotic Darkness because he's the easiest one. So let's get in here. I love that my friends list is just like I open up the friends list and it's just bunnies. It's just bunnies, bunnies, bunnies. It's Esther everywhere. I love it. So fantastic. And honestly, for Chaotic Darkness and ExDeath, you don't even need a specially built Esther. You know, as long as you see them with Bahamut Esper on there, you can pretty much guarantee that they're built with Omni Killers, and that's all you really want. It is best if they have the Dark Vision's Greatsword, the Dark Apocalypse. So personally, when I look for an Esther on my friends list to take into these trials, I am definitely looking for one that has the Dark Apocalypse. Spada here is a friend from my Discord, and I definitely know he's got a bunny with the Dark Vision's Greatsword. All right, so let's take a look. Yep, Dark Apocalypse, definitely want that. And again, you want that sword for that variance, that increased damage modifier variance of the 1.5 to 2. You cannot beat that. Like, her STMR does not come close to beating this. You have to, you know, if you want to deal max damage with your Esther, you got to get the Dark Apocalypse, which should be very easy to do if you do even the pro level of the Morgana event, which you can honestly kill on the first turn with just an Esther. Then boom, you get 10,000 dark matter right off the bat. Clearing that out, go get the Dark Vision's Greatsword, you're good to go. Otherwise, you know, he's got some Ruler's gear. He's not too crazy in the Clash gear, but that's fine, doesn't need to be. Bunny Battle Cloak is awesome to see. Zack's gloves. And then, yeah, the usual Code of Samurai and Chains of Strength to make sure you've maxed out all killers. She's got her EX ability, Hateful Agent for some Esper stats. Zahn's card is great on her because that gives her 1,000 flat attack. So yeah, so she's good. Omni Killer on everything. You don't need overkillers for Chaotic Darkness. It is not that difficult of a boss. And honestly, since we're using Esther's 300% killer buff anyways, like, that extra 50% overkiller isn't doing very much, to be honest. So yeah, overkiller is not really necessary for these guys. All right, the gear on the rest of the party, basically, you know, you just want, for Melissa, just general bulk build is fine. She is our provoke unit. She doesn't need to be evade though, because Wilhelm is going to cover, so we don't have to worry about that. So I just gave her lots of guts. This is just kind of like a general build to make sure she survives. That's pretty much it. Wilhelm, we're going less of a tank build and more of a damage dealer build here, because we want to deal as much damage as we can as quickly as possible. I know a lot of people are going to ask, oh, what if I don't have Wilhelm? And what I'm going to say to you for right now is that wait and see what we get after the EOS announcement this week. So we are expecting the announcement for the end of service, not the actual end of service. Like, the game's not going to end this week, but they're going to announce sort of what their plans for how the game is going to wind down over the next couple of months. My guess is that they're probably going to reopen some banners. Wilhelm, they might reopen the Wilhelm banner, so you might get another chance to pull for Wilhelm. They might even give out like a crap ton of free lapis to just let people go, go hog wild and pull on some stuff. They may just increase the Neovision rates. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but all this just to say, yes, I know not everybody has Wilhelm, but Wilhelm makes these speed clears possible. And I think if you just... I'm personally going to wait and see what they announce this week before I go back and try to do these without Wilhelm. If you know, if it doesn't look like Wilhelm's going to be easily accessible after this week, then yes, I will go back and I'll do these clears without Wilhelm. It should definitely be easy to do with Esther, but for right now, I'm just having fun. I'm trying to get stuff cleared out as quickly as possible, and for that, we need Wilhelm. All right, so yeah, just make sure he's up on his killers. Make sure he has Chain Cat boost in there, just a good attack vision card, so he's good on Demon and Human. That's all you need. All right, doesn't even need to be full evasion. Doesn't matter. He's not going to take that much damage. He's good to go. All right, Esther, again, Dark Apocalypse. She's got all my Clash gear. All right, we've got Coated Samurai. Actually, we can take Blazing Armor off, and we can give her some Esper stats as well. So let's do that. That's probably the only thing I would switch out here is just some Esper stats. There we go. Nice vision card, looking good, and yeah, she looks good to go. All right, we've got Fundamental Force here. All right, the only other piece of Clash gear that I have left, and then just a lot of attack gear. Chain Speed, Esper stats, blah, blah, blah. I think she hits these all innately. Yep. She's even got Demon Overkiller. Why not? Oh, yeah. Did I look at Esther's killers and stuff? Yeah. Yeah, she's got the Human Overkiller with Lakshmi. Like I said, it's not necessary. But, yeah. I mean, every little bit counts, right? And then Zahn. Yeah, basically just stacked to the max with killers as well. 300 Human Demon. Plenty of LB damage. And then, yeah, some Esper stats. He's got his own vision card. He's good to go. All right, so let's get in here and let's get Chaotic Darkness done super fast. Okay. So this rotation is going to look pretty similar between both Chaotic Darkness and ExDeath. But basically, one Esther will just start with Limitless Surge, Rainbow Storm Plus for the 200% amp to the party, and Overcharge Atmosphere for the 300% killers. Fundamental Force is going to imbue us with Lightning. We're going to go Lightning all the way, because Esther has all the nice breaks and imperils for that. So let's see, yeah, we've imbued ourselves, and then she'll do Heavenly Hypernova, and we'll just do regular Limitless Surge. The other Esther will do Limitless Surge, and then Voltage Spike for the breaks and the 200% Imperil to Lightning, and then Voltaic Field for all the amps in the Imperil field. So it's a 70% Lightning amp and 50% Lightning Imperil field. Okay. Willie just does what Willie does. He'll do Safeguard, Siege, and Limitless. Just the regular one. Melissa will do Shared Immunity, Bardarkja, and Shelga. Alright, Zahn is going to Enervating Eclipse, Fatal Mirror on the bunny that did the killers, and then Projected Mirror to project those out to everybody. So now everyone has 300% Demon and Human Killer. Okay. There we go. Wilhelm covers everything. Even the hits that he's not evading don't even chew through his barrier, so he's good to go. Alright, so we're ready for our first burst. We're hoping to knock him down somewhere around 60%. Alright, we'd like to do more than 10 billion. Because, you know, the less we have to worry about doing on turn 4, the better. So, let's see what we do. Alright, 65, not bad. We'll take it. Alright, we're going to do Dial of Destiny on Zahn to rewind his Projected Mirror, because we're going to use it again next turn. Okay. Alright, so we'll take one more setup turn. Okay, so this bunny, we'll just do Limitless Plus. We'll We'll do a light speed blitz on Zahn, and we'll do smiles with Sylvie. Okay, so Zahn, yep, he'll need 2 more turns. So we'll do an SLB now on Zahn. All right, and this Esther just needs to do Limitless Plus, I think. I don't think she has to do anything else. What we can do, tell you what, let's just do Limitless Plus. Oh, yeah, and Rainbow Storm Plus, obviously, duh. All right, for the 200% amp. And then the last thing, we'll just do, like, Braid Breaker Shield, so, like, nobody takes any damage. Here we'll just do, we do have to hit the boss with light on this turn so that he doesn't heal himself. So we'll use Wilhelm to do that. So he'll do Sacred Spear, Transfusing Lance, and Limitless Surge Plus. Okay, Zahn. We'll do Innervating, Deadly, and Projected Mirror. Just make sure everyone still has that. Alright, and then we're going to do... Actually, here she just needs to do Limitless Plus. That's all she's got to do here, just for her 500% LB damage buff. Okay. Alright, and now we're just going to LB. We'll do our Overdrive on this turn. Okay, and this should kill the boss. If it doesn't, that's fine. We'll just reload and go again next turn and definitely kill the boss. All right, so let's do it. Boom. Dead as dead can be. And like I said, if you don't kill the boss on turn 4, just have Melissa do a triple bar Darkja and do that again next turn, and you will kill the boss. It's that easy. That's how you do Chaotic Darkness in 4 turns. All right. And yeah, Esther's taking that away. But you can see it's actually a fairly even spread. Like the Esthers really are just doing about, usually around 2/3, around the 2/3 mark. So they're doing about somewhere between 15 and 20 billion each. And everyone else is just kind of picking up slack to do the rest of it. All right, Fundamental Force and Wilhelm there. But yeah, like I said, if you're not quite getting the same amount of damage, it's fine. Just do a reload and go again on turn 5, and almost guaranteed you will kill Chaotic Darkness on turn 5 with another round of LBs. All right, so that was pretty easy. Let's go down and do ExDeath. And let's make that one look just as easy, shall we? All right, now for this one, I do need a specific build. So I'm going to check some of these friends and see what I'm looking for. There it is. I'm looking for Kurasame's Cape because the friend unit does need Death Resist for Neo ExDeath. Because the friend unit will get a single target death targeted at them during the first phase. So they do have to have that death resistance. Otherwise, everything else can just be good. This looks pretty good. All right. Yep. All looks good there. Dark Apocalypse. I'm happy with that. All right. So let's take this one. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to load up my... where is it? Where's my ExDeath team? There it is. All right. So, the only difference here is obviously shaking up the killers a little bit. So I gave Esther Ifrit Esper so that she has maxed out Beast Killer. She's also got maxed out Plant Killer, which, the first phase is Human Plant, and then the second phase is Beast. So here everyone's just basically built for Beast Killer. I've moved Wilhelm into slot 5 because that is one of the targeted slots for the single target death. So he's been moved into slot 5 with Death Resist. So the gear I think is all pretty much the same. Yeah, Vermilion Flag on Melissa because the boss will sometimes target slot 1 with the death, so she's death resistant. Zahn I think is pretty much exactly the same. Yep, nothing shaken there. So he is maxed out on Beast, Human, and Plant. Good to go. Esther, pretty much all the exact same gear. Okay, nothing shaken. Just got Beast Overkillers. Good to go. All right. Pretty much same with Fundamental Force. Pretty much the exact same build. I don't think I did anything crazy here. I didn't bother giving her Plant Killers or anything. She's already got plenty of Beast Killer and Human Killer. So we just don't bother with the Plant Killer because we don't need it. Esther's going to take care of the first phase pretty much single-handedly. And then, yeah, so the only thing I switched on my Wilhelm was gave him Blizzard Orb, so that he has Death Resist. And that is pretty much it. I don't think I bothered with any of the killers. He's got 300 Beast and Human, 200 Plant, because he's a premium unit, so yeah. He's pretty much good to go. Alright, so let's get in here and see how we do ExDeath just as quickly as we can do Chaotic Darkness. Alright, so the first phase is going to be kind of a pushover. Should only take 3 turns. Okay, we'll still do a setup turn. We're not going to waste Rainbow Storm. We're not going to waste any of our Limitless Surges or anything like that. We don't need it. We want to save those for ExDeath. But we'll do a Rainbow Storm. We'll do a Smiles with Sylvie, and we'll do a yeah. We'll go and do an Overcharge Atmosphere because we'll use the second one against ExDeath because we can basically maintain that indefinitely with Zon. So we'll do Overcharge Atmosphere. Okay, this Esther is going to do this pretty much the same thing. Voltage Spike, Voltaic Field, and I guess we can go. We don't need to do a Lightspeed Blitz on Zon, do we? Let's just do like a. No, we don't want to do Blade Breaker Shield either, do we? What do we want to do here? Yes, I don't even know what she should do. Oh, I guess she can imbue everybody. Yeah, we'll just have her imbue everybody with lightning. Alright, Zon can do Enervating Eclipse, Fatal Mirror on this Esther who did the killers and projected. Alright, Wilhelm does as usual. Safeguard Siege, and we won't use Limitless. What should we do instead? What should we do instead? Oh, I guess we can do Charge. Since Esther's only using the 100% amp here, we can have them use their 150 amp. Why not? Heavenly Hypernova, we'll do Supreme Spectrum Plus, and doesn't really matter, does it? What else we do here? I guess just like Plasma Storm. Alright, Melissa. We'll do Shared Immunity, Bardarcha, and Shelga. Okay, Melissa resists the death. Wilhelm tanks everything just fine. Alright. So even without the Tanky Tank card, he does fine on this fight. You don't really need the Sacred Shield card except for fights like Kefka. And even then, like, the fights don't last long enough that it really matters with Esther, so... alright, we'll do LB, 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 LB... And this should pretty much take care of business. Sorry, it won't kill the boss, actually. But it should do most of it, and then we'll just reload and go again. So I'm going to have... I'm going to do a triple Bardarcha here. Just get that ready with Melissa. Okay. Okay, so we did kill. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright. Wasn't actually expecting that. That's pretty funny. Alright, excellent. So, we killed the boss, which I was not expecting. Alright, Willie's going to go ahead and use Overdrive now, so that it's ready for next turn. Okay, Esther's will just set up like they did before. We'll do Voltage Spike, Voltaic Field. Since our SLBs are ready, we'll go ahead and do a Limitless Surge Plus. If you didn't kill the boss on the last one and you need the 3 turns to kill the boss, then you wouldn't have your SLB ready, and so you would just want to do the regular Limitless and not your Limitless Plus. You want to save your Limitless Plus for when you're about to do your SLB. Alright. Let me just make sure I did that right. Talk too much. Alright, there you go. Limitless, Voltage Spike, Voltaic Field. Cool. All right, Esther is going to... All right, Limitless Plus, Rainbow Storm Plus. And Overcharge Atmosphere for the killers. Zon does Zon things. Enervating Eclipse, Fatal Mirror on that one, and Projected. This Fundamental Force is going to imbue everybody with Lightning. Then come down to Heavenly, and we'll do Limitless Plus, because, you know, her SLB is ready as well. Wilhelm will do Decisive Point, Siege, and Limitless Plus. Alright, Melissa is going to do Parasol Shield for the Beast mitigations for Wilhelm, do Shared Immunity, and Shelga. Okay, and that should be good. That should have us covered. Alright, so the Vacuum Wave doesn't matter who it hits, because everybody has, you know, a ton of multiple stacks of guts, so it's really not a big deal. Okay. Okay, LB, LB, LB. All right, let's see how much this does. This is actually uncharted territory here. Let's see how much we do. I kind of hope we don't push the 30% threshold on this one, because then he's going to put up the buffs. However, it doesn't matter, because Esther doesn't care about buffs. She's going to eat them alive anyways. But let's see. Maybe we can actually do, like... My assumption is that we'll do... We probably will push 30%. Or is it 20%? Maybe it's only 20%, which we probably won't hit. All right, let's see how we do. Enough talk. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right, we'll do SLB on Zon to rewind his thingamabobber. His projected mirror. 17.9. Nice. Nice. Man, what's up with you hitting Fundamental Force over here? What'd she ever do to you? Okay, Zon needs a couple more rewinds on that. No problem. That's what Esther's here for. So Esther will do Limitless Plus, Rainbow Storm Plus, and a Lightspeed Blitz on Zon. Okay. That's not what that Esther's going to do. This Esther is going to do Limitless Plus. We'll do another Lightspeed Blitz on Zon, and then we'll do like a Blade Breaker Shield, maybe, for the mitigations. Okay, Zon should have Projected Mirror up again, so Deadly Daggers. Doesn't matter what his other action is. You can do like Elemental Mirror or something on himself. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Alright, Willie is going to do another Safeguard. We'll do a Limitless. And doesn't he probably needs some LB fill, huh? Does this do LB fill? It doesn't. Let's do Transfusing for some LB fill. Looks like he might need it. And that's why we used our our overdrive on turn 1, so that we have it up again for this one. I will do Limitless. And it doesn't matter what else she does it? I mean, we can just re-imbue everybody, make sure everyone's still imbued, and then doesn't matter. We'll do like Nebulous or something. All right, Melissa just needs to heal up Fundamental Force. Although if she takes another Vacuum Wave to the face, she's probably going to die. Wasn't expecting her to get hit twice. All right. Shared Immunity, and honestly doesn't matter. We'll do Chronic Flow for some LB fill. Okay. Wow, it looks like Esther's need some LB fill, don't they? She still needs a little bit. Okay, well, let's just use Wilhelm. I mean, his damage is kind of inconsequential. Oh, crap, and I forgot to use his overdrive. Alright, well, let's see if we can finish the fight without it. Alright, let's see how we do. We can probably go finish the fight without it. Let's see how we do. We didn't even need the overdrive. We still killed him. We still killed him on turn 4. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Gotta love the bunny girls. Gotta love the bunny girls. And yeah, again, if you didn't kill him on turn 4, you just have, you know, you just refill LBs with bar just skills. Just refill the LBs and let him rip again. Yeah, there's the Esther's taking that one away. Just leading the pack easily out damage, like doing double the damage of Fundamental Force over here. So yeah, awesome. So there you go. There's Neo ExDeath and Chaotic Darkness done 4 turns each. Easy peasy. Go ahead and wipe them off the face of the planet with Best Bunny Girl Esther. I've already done Kefka, so I'll do Vlad. Might not get to that today. Like I said, I'm feeling. I'm definitely feeling a bit under the weather. So I might not get to Vlad today, but I'll try to get to that tomorrow. As for Morgana, the Legend version, so Sinzar shared some news in my Discord after they data mined Morgana's AI. The AI is basically the exact same as the previous version. They've just increased the stats and added an HP lock. So the previous version had an HP lock at 70 and 30 or something, and then they added one at 50 for this one, I guess. Or maybe she always had 3 HP locks. I'm not sure. But anyways, she's got 3 HP locks, but she has 180 million defense and spirit with no passives, all right? So even with a 90% break, she's still got 18 million defense and spirit. And the thing is, she puts up these undispellable defense and spirit buffs. And they're like 100%. So like 100% defense buff makes her go from 18 million with a 90% defense break up to 198 million defense. So it's like stupid. Just how bulky she gets with these buffs. And so you have to bring units like Kaito or Richt who can remove those buffs. They can roll back those buffs because they are turn limited. However, she puts them up basically every turn. So just on your burst turn, you use one of those Magnuses to roll them back and then deal your damage. But yeah, so the problem is, it looks like it's basically just a one strategy fight. So Sinzar did his 10-turn clear with 6 units. Cloud then took that strategy and sort of modified it to do a 5-turn clear. So you can do a 5-turn. You can do an all missions clear, but it still requires either 3 Kaitos or 3 Ricks or any combination of them, because you need 3 of those Magnuses to roll back those buffs, because you have to do it after each after hitting each threshold, right? And there are 3 HP locks. So after hitting each HP lock after the first one, obviously, you have to roll away those defense and spear buffs. It's just silly. And so, unfortunately, like, it looks like Morgana is going to be just a one strategy fight. And, you know, there's honestly nothing I can do differently from what Sinzar and Cloud have already done. Like, they've already basically shown you this is how you beat the fight. And as far as I can tell, there are no other really viable strategies other than just bringing multiple units that can roll back the defense and spirit buffs. And that's kind of unfortunate. It's like, I thought she was just going to be challenging. Like, I thought she was just going to be like a really challenging boss. And at first that's what I thought. But it turns out it's just a stupid gimmick that obviously Gumi didn't playtest to realize just how stupid making her defense stat that high with these undispellable buffs just makes it basically impossible to do the fight otherwise. And it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, because it does kind of ruin the mood of the fight. So it's basically, if you want to do Morgana Legend, go do either Sinzar's clear or Cloud's clear, and that's it. And then just forget the fight exists, because it's unfortunately, it's just a broken fight. In my opinion, Gumi should like give away a materia that does the defense and spirit rollback, so you can basically put that on random units and use that for your unit swap. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So I'm a little bummed about that. I may or may not do a legend clear, but since I can't really do anything that's like unique and that's my own, it just feels silly to just copy somebody else's strat and say, hey, here you go, look how I did somebody else's strat. The exact same way, following the exact same turn charts. Like, no, just go watch Sinzar or Cloud's videos. You know, don't bother watching me if it's the exact same thing you get from Sinzar and Cloud. Anyways, that's just a bit of a rant there. I mean, if something does come up, or if like, you know, I figure out some gimmick or some trick to get around it, which I don't really see how I can. But, you know, I might play around with some stuff and see if I can figure out something that doesn't require 3 Kaitos or 3 Ricks or some combination thereof, then I will post it. But otherwise, I don't think I'm going to bother posting a legend clear of Morgana. Just go watch Sinzar or Cloud's video. I mean, honestly, that's it. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for following me. Like I said, I will do a Vlad clear, and then depending on what the game is going to look like post EOS announcement, I may go back and do these SBBs without Wilhelm, but I have a feeling that Wilhelm will be much easier to acquire after maintenance this week. So just stay tuned for that, and I will see you on the other side.